Hello, Gemini, and thank you for joining me today for your September 2020 Sun, Moon, and Rising Placement ASMR Tarot Forecast. Now, what I would like for you to do, first of all and worst of all, is take all of your negative emotions, all of the pain, all of the fear, all of the anger, any disrespect or slight you have experienced, and wad it up into a tight little ball. And then just release that right into the flame of this candle. Awesome. You're doing a great job. Perfect. Perfect. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put it right there. Great job. So, for your reading this month, I'm going to be using the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn. Soon, I'm going to start a series of videos, for real this time, that are going to be about comparing the Golden Dawn correspondences to the Brotherhood of Light and why they might have been chosen that way. I've been wanting to get started on pathworking exercises, videos, but I want to lay a little more groundwork first, possibly, so we'll see. I think it's very important to understand the symbolism of the tarot. And you can spend your whole life studying it and still not know every little nuance. Gemini, what can you anticipate for the month of September? What is coming in for you for the month of September, Gemini? Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. Gemini, what is coming in for you in September? Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. Alright, so Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. That's a good start. And it's crossed by the Empress. So that's a good divine influence. You could also look at your Venus placement in your chart. Divine feminine, creative spark. Let's look at the past. In the past, we have the Chariot. So that's a possible victory that you experienced, about which you're feeling pretty good, and possibly that was your change of fortune. Chariot is Cancer's card. For the current situation, this card here represents the truth of the situation. This card over here would be like your sun sign, and it's how you're putting yourself out into the world. And then over here, this would be like your rising sign. And this is how you're being perceived by the people around you. Knight of Pentacles. This could be fast money coming in. Gambling or speculation, possibly. In your current situation, I see the Three of Swords. Now this can be arguments. It can be... oh, this might be a little bit loud to have right there. The Three of Swords can be about arguments. It can be about breakups. It can be about any kind of interpersonal drama. Not quite interpersonal strife, insofar as it's usually more like arguments and not like outright fighting. What else? So, how you're being perceived in your rising sign is Seven of Cups in the reverse. All of your options kind of drying up and dwindling, and possibly feeling like you have a lot of options, but it's an illusion and they don't actually exist. So that's very interesting. I'm definitely going to want to pull more cards about that. The future card is right here, but actually I have preferred recently to pull the Hopes and Fears card first and look at that. And then we'll look at the future altogether. For that we have, what is this? The Hermit. You want to be wise, you want to be withdrawn and sagacious. Or maybe you're afraid of isolating yourself, but if that were the case, I would think he would be reversed. Here he's upright. I think you desire the positive qualities of asceticism. Alright, so let's look at your future first. And then we have your destiny over here, and we have the final outcome right here. In the future, we have the Two of Swords. Hanging out in the garden, one titty out, eyes closed, thinking about the moon. Two of Swords is about a choice. So kind of going back to this Seven of Cups situation in the reverse, right? Maybe you actually only have two things between which you can choose. And I think you'll be doing that in September. The Two of Swords and the Two of Cups are very much like the dichotomy of the Lover's card. Sometimes lovers can be a choice, and sometimes it can be a romantic situation. And in this case, you're facing a choice. Your destiny. You've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant, keeper of the rules. He's got this big scroll of moral edicts over which he has dominion. The Hierophant is all about maintaining the status quo, but also having this kind of moral superiority. His authority is by the nature of his relationship to his higher power and the relationships of those around him to the same higher power. They're all the same. But, you know. And the final outcome. Now this is in the reverse and it's in the final position, so that means that it could be happening in the future beyond the month of September. And we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be you getting more responsibilities at your job, or a new job coming in that's something that you've been doing for a while, but you're finally to a point where people really respect your work in that field. And it's very interesting that we're getting that here, because then in the current possession we have this Knight of Pentacles. So it's possible that you've been getting resources. Maybe you've been selling stuff on eBay and that's not your normal hustle. So you're not like in the process of being an eBay seller. You've just been selling stuff because you need money. You could be gambling to make money during this time. You could be stuff kind of in that category of fast money. That's not an established career. But I think that you crave stability. That's what the Hierophant says to me. And Hierophant is also Taurus's card. And the Three of Pentacles being about a more established job, not like a hustle. Alright, well, let's find out more about some of these different things. This is Micah Ulrich's Flux Arcana. And I'm going to find out more about this job that's coming in. I want to know more about this Three of Swords. And I'd like to know more about that Hierophant as well. There's a lot of swords energy, a fair amount. You're showing up in your reading a little bit, Gemini. And like I said, I do feel like the Two of Swords is an analog of the Lover's card, which is Gemini's card. So even though the Lover's card didn't come out here, I think it's still alluding to the dichotomy of your personality. Well, I guess we'll find out about that too. And all of those I consider to be very discrete from each other. Discrete situations, like separate. So the Three of Swords. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. Secrets coming out. That could cause turmoil. The Hierophant. You taking your high and mighty moral ground, possibly. And the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man could be about a sacrifice that you've made for your betterment, or it could be about a situation that is stagnant. The element of the Hanged Man, it's an elemental card, so it doesn't necessarily correspond to an astrological sign, but it does correspond to the element of water. But it's not the element of water as a flowing stream. It's the element of water as like a vast and stagnant ocean, like dropped right in the middle of the ocean. Let's look at this Two of Swords, this choice. Choice. We have the Sun card here. So, I mean, yeah, I'm thinking that's Gemini in their element, making a choice. We do have Justice in the reverse. So this is an air sign card. It's Libra's card. And it could be that the decision that's made is not the most just decision, but possibly it's what you need to do for your betterment. And we have the Empress here now in the reverse. So we had the Empress come out very first thing, and now we have her coming out again in the reverse. So to me, that speaks to not only the positive aspects of the Empress, and I'll kind of use that card to bridge all of this together. Not only the positive aspects of the Divine Feminine, but also some of the more destructive ones. The more destructive impulses. Tendency toward diva behavior, maybe, or jealousy, cattiness, these things that are thought of as archetypally feminine, negative traits. But what that means is up to you. I mean, honestly, like, masculine and feminine traits, what does that even mean? No, I'm serious. What does that mean? Okay. No, you can explain it to me later. No, I really don't understand. Okay. Let's find out about the Hierophant a little bit more. The Moon. So again, with some obscurity and some secrets. Could be about arts as well. Maybe some of you have a moon in Taurus. And Taurus moon can have to do with your relationship with your mother as well. So it could be about yeah, this Empress could even be your mother helping you out for some of you. Especially if you have a Taurus moon. Taurus moon mothers are very, more inclined toward being concerned with the welfare of their children, maybe. Like Taurus and Cancer, Moon, mothers. Allegedly. You have the Magician card. And I believe Magician is elemental air. And we'll use Golden Dawn correspondences for this right now because it's the Golden Dawn deck, and then I'm clarifying with the Micah Ulrich deck. But, so, you know, air signs, Gemini being an air sign. The Magician being in the reverse, it's possible that because you are playing more to the Hierophant traits and more like trying to preserve the status quo, you feel like you're blocked from your own creative manifestations. But we also have the Chariot here, and the Chariot is victory. Alright, and finally this potential new job for you coming in. The Tower could be totally different from anything that you've ever done before. But yet you have some entry-level experience. That's ideal. How did you even manage to do that? What is this, something you went to school for and you had an internship like 5 years ago and now finally you're getting a job in your field? Weird. Alright, here's your card, Gemini. The Lovers in reverse. Now, this being in the final position, I think it's in the reverse because this is going to be you coming into your power in this new career. Or it could be an obvious choice. It could be something where you have the decision to take this job or not take this job, but really you kind of need to take the job, so it's not as much a decision as just good fortune. And finally, we have the Star in the reverse. Now, this is your fellow air sign Aquarius's card coming out, and it can be about it's about coming into your own. So again, with these two cards being in the reverse here, with this potential career situation, I feel like they're all in the reverse because this hasn't come to happen yet. I don't think it's in the reverse for any negative reason. But I do think that there is a massive change that's going to have to take place before you're able to bring these things into your life. And alright, so I've dumped some stones out here. The shells are money. So the money is kind of surrounding this Wheel of Fortune and Empress situation. If you have a mother helping you out, maybe she came in to save the day at just the right time. So that could be, that seems pretty specific to certain Gemini. I also see this money being in conjunction with this Two of Swords, the choice that you'll be able to make, and also up here with the Hierophant card. So that's going to have to do with all of your maintenance of the status quo, your morals, your religious authority. If you're a religious person. A couple of opals here in this situation. So you're starting to kind of catch a glimpse of what this might be, but you're not really sure what's coming around the corner yet. I do have one piece of turquoise here on the Hanged Man. I have one here on the Knight of Pentacles. And I think they're kind of spun off from this. Yes, so if this is a situation with your mother, I see that she has a lot of resources. And because it's kind of coming through the Knight of Pentacles and over to the Hanged Man, I think that it's not that you're resentful of her help, but maybe her help kind of makes you feel like you're stuck, you're never going to move out, you're never going to be self-sufficient. But I don't think that's true, because I do see this coming in. There are a couple of stones here on the sun. And this could be the two choices that you have. So you have here one opal, and you have here also this agate that has a little bit of the corner chipped off. You'll have these two things between which you can choose, and neither one of them are terrible, but one of them is vastly better than the other. And then we also have the Magician here. I feel like the energy is nascent at this time, but I do see it manifesting whatever this quartz crystal represents. So that will be something coming out in the future. This job situation, possibly. Gemini, thank you so much for joining me for your Sun, Moon, and Rising placement September 20 reading. September of 2020. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share. Maybe consider subscribing to my channel or leaving a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. I do have to say, if I feel like your comment is negative, I'll delete it. And I have blocked a few people who left comments that I felt like were really out of line, but for the most part, people leave really awesome comments, and I really appreciate it. So please don't take it personally if I delete your comment. I kind of just have to make sure that I'm keeping my mental health where it needs to be, and I would hope that you would do the same. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have a great month of September. It looks pretty good. And I hope to see you again very, very soon.